Hi everyone, can we talk really quick, please? I just need to get some stuff off my mind. Thank you. So, I'm having withdrawals and need help. I'm addicted to social media, I'm addicted to the internet, I'm addicted to Instagram. If you saw my previous videos, they were dumb phone reviews because for a year I did use a dumb phone. But don't worry, I was still addicted to the internet, and I was still on the internet every single day because I used this laptop for my work, and I worked from home a lot of the time, so I was at home just on my laptop on whatever I wanted, on Instagram.com, on TikTok.com. Girls, I have a problem. Many of us do, but what are we gonna do about it? I don't know, you tell me. I'm trying to go the whole year. I'm going to go the whole year without Instagram, that's not an issue. But I just don't want to give it up forever. But I feel that I need to give it up forever. But I don't want to. So then what? Sorry if you hear ticking, I'm cooking some little frozen things. Yeah, let's just go over a quick overview of my history with Instagram. 2012, Christmas, I get an iPhone 4. Ooh, I love that thing. Actually, I've got it in a drawer over there. Loved that thing so much. I got addicted immediately. I was on all the apps, I was on everything, all the time. Even though my whole family of 5 shared 3 gigabytes of data, which is crazy now. I don't know how that worked. Anyway, yeah, I was on Twitter app, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube. There was this app I used to be obsessed with called Wanelo. It's kind of like Pinterest. Anyway, I was on these apps all the time, and I couldn't stop, but I didn't want to stop. I didn't even think about trying to stop because I was just having fun. I was having so much fun. I was discovering an addiction for the first time, and it's only gotten worse over the years, don't worry. In 2016, I decided to give up Snapchat and Twitter because I recognized a severe problem in myself where I could not post on my Snapchat story, and I couldn't not tweet every single thought I had. Actually, in maybe 2013, I was having worries about my Twitter because I was like, I'm saying way too much on there. I'm sharing literally every thought in my head. So I decided to get a notebook where I wrote down all the thoughts throughout the day during school that I was going to tweet. Come here. And that Twitter notebook didn't last very long. I mean, I ended up going back completely to Twitter after a while. But in 2016, I called it quits. I changed my password so I couldn't even remember it and I couldn't log in anymore. And I did the same for Snapchat. And that was the end of my relationship with them. From then on, my internet addiction and my phone addiction just went straight to Instagram. And everything was funneled into there. Years later, they got Reels, which is even worse and worse and worse and worse than anything I could have ever imagined. I stayed away from TikTok because, I got on it for a few months, but I stayed away for the most part because I recognized that would be really detrimental to my mind. And my problem isn't even comparison. Of course I do that, but it's not so severe for me. My problem is just the amount of sheer time that I waste on these things that aren't real life. I'm actually burning up. I'm gonna pass out. Just turning down the furnace. Don't worry. Okay. Where was I? Am I burning these? No. So, Instagram. Yeah, I've deleted it, deactivated it for months at a time over the past 6 years. 7 years, many times. Everyone in my life knows my volatile relationship with Instagram, and they understand that they never know when I'm gonna pop up on their feeds or not. They never know when they can actually message me something because my account exists or not. But this time, I want it to be the final time, but I feel like I don't want that bad enough. You know, I'm a substance addict at this point. I feel like when I don't really mean that. I have never done any substances in my life, but but the way that people who are addicted to substances talk about their addiction is just so reminiscent of my own experience with Instagram, where I'm taking a break right now for a whole year, but I'm not committed to quitting still. I told myself that halfway through the year I would reevaluate and I would check in and see if I wanted to quit. From the time that I made that goal of checking in halfway through the year to see if I'm going to delete fully, I knew that I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna. And even now I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna. But I want to, but I'm like, I don't want to, but I do. But it's so fun and I like it, but it's evil and it sucks my time and my life away. No, it's not really evil, but it does just suck way too much of my time out of my life. I want my own time. I want time. Oh, it's so stressful. Is it? I don't know. I just feel hopeless sometimes about the state of technology because it's only gonna get worse. In 2018 when I first deactivated my Instagram for the first time, I would have never thought that my addiction could get worse, but it did because they brought Reels into the picture a couple years later, and that is just some crazy drug, man. I don't know. I just wanted to tell you that. I just don't know what to do. I mean, I do know what to do, but I don't know how I can convince myself to do that. I have truly thought about going to some 12-step program and trying to program it out of my brain. I don't know. Help. Anyone out there in the same boat? Can anyone relate? I'm sure you can. Well, these things might be ready, so I'm gonna go. Bye.